And hello. Hi. Been a moment since I streamed the game. Okay, gotta close that. And god damn it, Tashi. Hi. Okay, we're at 14, folks. With the patch I just dropped, actually. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. Also, yeah, for those who don't know, house. And to prove it's my house. Yes. That's mine. See that right there? See that name? Yeah, that's mine. This is mine now. Also got my little interior. It will be a work in progress. Obviously, I have never designed an interior for a house, only apartments and free company rooms, but eventually it'll look nice, I hope. And I can break this down real quick. Break it down for you, Mark. This. Hard to believe this is mine now. Holy shit. Let's see, remodel interior. There we go. Now she a beaut. As I hear sirens, oh god. Well, I might as well break it all down because I don't need it. Yeah. We're gonna do the story. I am curious to see where it goes. Because we pretty much had everything wrapped off pretty well. Man, oh man, oh man. Teleport. Oh yeah. Guess this will be the test to see if I drop any frames because I didn't really cap anything. Let me pull it up on my own thing. I mean, it appears to be fine. A little choppy. Yeah, of course. Some good food. There we go. She appears to be running better now. Am I Oh. Let's see him request you. Oh. Okay. Inside must continue. Run off around and look forward to the day we set forward to another adventure together. Yes. Oh man. In a moment. I hopefully when I do upgrade my computer, all my graphics will be a little bit better on it. Well, at least streaming wise. Because I do want to upgrade it. Frame cap is gonna like kill me. I wonder if I wish there was a better lock for it. What if I just literally do this, bro? I mean, it appears to be fine. Well, if there's anything wrong, someone will say something. Oh, she has her head down. Okay. Sure. Lead the way. Earnsville.
Earnville.
I like my pronunciation more. But it's voiced it. Voice it. Fucking.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
To Brazil.
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural. Then the person who you wish to introduce
Is from Tyrol.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us.
Okay.
This is her. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Hello.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Okay.
Tuli Yolol.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
Huh.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Probably would help.
Of course, of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne.
Okay. Also, she's a warrior as well.
As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Her accent's hard to pin down.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
And now that I'm seeing the model in game, actually, and in person, it's actually not that bad. The face is not that bad as I thought it was.
Wooklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own.
Hey, Joe. Thank you for the resub, bud. 22 months, god damn.
That is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know
Jeez.
little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met.
Oh, so she has the same, like, accent
If you have
as
any questions, I'll
Annabelle.
do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiant.
Hey, Joe, I hope you've been okay, dude.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
You have my complete attention. Says Tamu. To the Harofko.
We're going to get along, you and I. Tural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tulihyolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions.
Ow.
So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
So, a very much hot-headed warrior. Well, adventurer. Okay. The game is afoot. Now, is it voice acted? It is not. Peace. Certainly might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. Island of Ham. Huh. Shit. Double click. You know, I do want to go through this on my male Hrothgar and just have an actual side-by-side comparison. Because I'm curious. Bro? Oh, we'll just take the fucking teleport down. Down here. So far, I don't mind her voice actors. I mean, it's clear they're obviously trying to go for the same accent. It's just not as consistent. But I've heard worse. I do not mind. I'm down here. Gatto. Bog. Oh. Oh, hey! Okay. Here we go.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Yes. It's bussin'.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
So he Hrothgar?
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city.
Kona. Kona! We found King Kona!
On about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
They probably get it hush-hush.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Ah, adopted, okay.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
Okay.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Onward into Hum.
The researchers should be just ahead.
Okay.
There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
I'm trying to actually examine her closer.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
You really are famous.
Yes.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Hello, Mr. Petitioner. Miss.
I'll handle this.
Oh, that's a new warrior ability if I've seen it.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
I like how your voice was still back there. Oh, I can't wait for my game to get quirky again.
These claw marks, I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Alright. Let me inspect you. Well, they actually have fur all over their body.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Bro, straight be eating raw meat.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
This, give it some of that.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Probably.
Who knows?
The wild goddamn
For a
animals.
fight, and they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Hello.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Wait, she's holding her axe like a male character would. Interesting. Also, that's a giant flamingo.
Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
Christ.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Okay.
Come, Woklamat.
Right.
Off we go.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
There isn't that, like, aggression to that. I don't know. Maybe I'm being hyper analytic of it. This is my second main race is Hrothgar.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Shut up already, you blasted bird!
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
He's a big bird.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Ew.
I've got you.
That was too close.
Bro, I wish Warrior actually had that dude. Woo! Ooh.
Spread out, everyone.
What if I don't want to spread?
You pay for that. Thank you.
Man, your toes. Oh, I can actually keep hitting him. Again. Ow! Bruh. Where have I seen this mechanic before?
That was hardly a tickle.
It's weird the bird's weirdly British.
Try this.
What fucking Dyson saw that I hear right there. Holy shit. That sounded like a fucking wood chipper.
Throw everything you have at it.
Working on it. Bird down. It's dead.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
So she's not used to fighting, so she's a braggart.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Uh-huh.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Been killed.
Leave this to me.
Ah, yes.
Have at you.
Artist. It's weird that they're showing this stuff off so quickly.
Cryo.
Like in the patch.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
The voice is very average. Like, it's not bad,
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers
but
to safety.
it's not the worst I've
It
heard.
was all I could do to keep up with her.
It isn't 2.0 voices. And the face is kind of growing on me. But again, textures are going to look
So
odd till we get an
this is what you
update.
meant by seeing to preparations.
Wait.
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
It feels like her accent should be thicker is all. That's
I'm
like,
glad to have been of service.
that's what's getting to me. Her accent is not...
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It
Okay.
was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again.
Oh, so she has a wardrobe
That's
swap
what
too.
inspired this change. Ever since the final
That has
days were
clipping.
averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Artist. Damn, girl. Now you can beat the press and help.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
So we're gonna be seeing Crow more. Is nice.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
You have some long lost fucking like royal genes there, Kryl, that we don't know about?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Galul.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
You know, I'm calling your father Glow.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well.
Damn.
Seems it may be more
I
than a
can't
rumor
believe
after
the
all.
next expansion is just One Piece. It's literally One Piece
Being a
now.
member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Toliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one.
Okay.
The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
Like, her voice isn't bad when she's not trying to sound
Thank
aggressive.
you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly
Also, that
he was
shadow
doing
is
there.
freaking the fuck out right now.
In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Delicious in dungeons. What we're doing. Smiley face. I saw a naked... What? And I hear the lullaby. Potato. Kick it in the head. Could be arranged. Most sane Lalafell role players. Girl, what? Why are you RP walking over, girl? Hates cringe. Goth bunny. Better than Snow Bunny. I have more of that. Stranger from Paradise. Also, God, Tony, I'm not used to seeing your artist badge. It fucking throws me off, actually. We got people over here. What are they doing over here? Group photo. Yes. Remember, I tend to notice. Oh, I forgot this guy's name was Dickon. God damn it. Oh. On the house. Dick off. Dick on, dick off.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Meat.
I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
That'd be. God damn it, somebody. Yeah, they'd be twins.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
The thing is, she's not supposed to have that kind of voice, per se. Like, she's supposed to be, like, Southern American.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh no.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
Nope, wasn't me. I didn't order the spiciest thing on the table.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Bro, she eating like she's in Monster Hunter.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Okay, two different interactions.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
That's probably why.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation
Huh. So it's still a pretty young nation then.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Among Us.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Okay.
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
So pretty much he wants to conquer the country that got
After everything my father has done to
its shit
give us
kicked in.
peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Graha, you motherfucker,
Oh,
you.
it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
Okay. Graha, you cannot fucking say that when the Scions have diddled with every single fucking country to get what they wanted to get done for peace. Fucker, you cannot say that. There is also the fucking first. There is here. Like, that's a bit contradictory. We have plenty of, like, been outsiders to interact. Yeah, Eorzea can be considered a whole, but we still, like, fucked around with the inner politics. Like, I can't say you stupid cat because there's 2 cats here. There's fucking Waka. I'm a white man. I can't pronounce names that are foreign to me. I'm sorry. Waka Lamat and Graha. Because there's 2 fucking cats. Sorry, I had to say something about that.
Navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
Yeah, that explains why she's here
That's why
then
I
as well.
sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
I killed the bird and helped a few things.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment,
I'm gonna be forced to regardless.
but I will
It's literally
need
next
you
expansion.
if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Okay. The Coming Dawn. Okay, to the library. You know, that's actually a pretty good combination of glam. Kudos. I mean, so far the patch isn't too bad. It is definitely a short story patch, though. Holy crap, I did not expect that. Beavis. Where's Butthead? What? Okay, I thought that man was thinking I was gonna be scared. Hello, Pudding Way. There's a wildlife around. You're introducing them common tongue. I was permitted to live among. Huh. Vampires is my own. Beastmaster thing. Uh-huh. You know, speaking. And many modern staples hail. Far western continent of the ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even. Huh. Surprise. So pretty much the haven of all good origin. Exception, yet the creatures become familiar sorts of alpaca. The bird. The animals of their country. Other lands were either. Hey. Okay. Onward we go. Preservation. See. Ow. My neck. But moving on, did you perchance learn on alpacas? I noticed they finally hide your mouse now when you don't move it. Was that always there, or did I never have that happen to me? Huh, nothing really there. Brilliant people. Huh. Pretty neat. Eat. Several champions, so pretty much we're getting a lot more of the scions. Or, sorry, dismiss scions because they're no longer a thing, technically. Coming dawn. The come dawn. Alright, girl. What we doing here?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Which we probably haven't. At least not yet. We're gonna have like a good bit of time before that.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
I'm inclined for a new adventure. I mean, once again, ammo, so.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences
The
to be
dumping into
had,
world.
all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Okay. Oh, hello, Fankred. Everyone has a backpack now, bruh. And everyone's dancing. Bro, what the hell? What the hell is with that dance? Wait, that's the leopard dance, I just realized. How do I get that?
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
No, I'm not going. Expansion canceled. Ammo.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
Also, I can't tell if those are her actual claws or
You're
if
not
that's
planning to
a
leave without us,
the
are
claws
you?
to the beast.
Alphino, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Of course.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
My god.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Yeah, what's our limit?
Indeed we do.
Also,
We are
several
assisting
people.
with the rebuilding effort
Trial.
in Garlemald.
Pretty
Yet
much.
while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Oh, it's a win-win.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
We're just bringing everyone, we know
Perhaps
that.
I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
It'll be fine.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
Come.
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
Sounds easy enough. TBH.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
He actually bought a expensive ass map, didn't he?
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids.
Oh!
Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
That's a big country. Oh, shit! Well then. That's the credits. I honestly thought that was gonna be longer. Well then. I guess now we're officially caught up with Endwalker. I mean, there's some side content obviously I still have to do and all that, but goddamn. So, now that we're fully caught up, I assume since they're showing these credits, this is the end of Endwalker. Now I can kind of give my opinion about this expansion since it's fully complete and the story. It was not... Okay, I'm trying to find a way to eloquently word this without just, like, coming at too jaded. Endwalker's story was good to a point, but it dragged in a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff was really quickly overlooked. Like, with the, in the main story... GG's, yep. Hey, Ender. Yeah, the story was okay, but honestly, the end for the main big bad was kind of so-so. To me, there wasn't a risk of no one really dying, because they're marketable. Post Endwalker felt like the whole 13th was like so quick. Like, to me, that should have been like its own expansion in its own right, like, to me at least. Because they could have gone like for so much stuff. Like, I felt like the possibilities of the 13th of going there, doing stuff, could have been really cool. But, you know, that kind of went for really quickly. And then we have the affirmation, or is affirmation the correct word? The reconstitution of Garlemald. And I felt like that could have been done better, or like been put to side content to flesh it out more and building trust with them and all that stuff, like they did with Dome and Enclave. I feel like that was a missed opportunity as well. Like, I think I'm not the only one that says the story of Endwalker could have been done a lot sharper, especially post-game. And the main game was like, once again, I feel like they should have trimmed like at least 2-3 hours of cutscenes, and it would have been fine. Like, or just have like stuff not being essential to do. Personally, is that prick? And also, now that we have like the main draw of the next expansion, with Wakalama. I will say, I am so about her character. I'm glad we have female Hrothgar. The face has grown on me a bit more since I've seen it on my own monitor, and actually I can look at it closely and inspect it. She's okay. I'm not like blowing my load or nothing, but she's okay. Her voice actress is okay, but doesn't sound really that good when she's trying to sound aggressive or angry already. Like that's a complaint I already have. I don't mind the character type either. Like I don't mind like her archetype. Like I love that kind of archetype. Like, you know. To me, it just feels like I'm a bit worried how Dawntail's gonna go with the story, and I really do hope the world building of the new world will be interesting and fun. Let's see, fuck. I just hope that it's not middling per se. I hope we can have another nice little swing of how the story's gonna be. I hope the big bad isn't really one note, and we just don't, we beat him up, and now he's our friend as well. We made him see the error of his ways. Like, that's what my issue was with Endwalker. It just felt like shit was so fucking, like, hammy at points. I know I'm going back on it, but it's like, I'm just trying to, like, gather it all from what I've done from all the stories up to this point. And characters, how I feel, new characters being introduced. I can't say much about the content. I've done some baseline stuff, but I haven't done the hard stuff. Raids are pretty decent, I'd say. It felt like some fights were a little cheap with how fast shit came out. Like, the millisecond steps with the game's netcoding got annoying at times. And they really recycled a lot of shit in this expansion. Like, they really recycled a lot of mechanics. Like, the last raid tier of the gods, to me, that last boss is fucking boring. It is a boring boss. Again, it's like, oh look, they have all the abilities. To me, it was so fucking boring. And the whole thing with Pandemonium, it was, nice to have that lore and all that, but it's just like, it kind of felt like it was pandering at Pandemonium. Some of the trial fights there were pretty fun. Like, I will say the music though in this expansion, 10 out of 10. That's like the one thing I love is the music they had. Like, that's the one thing I loved a lot in this expansion was the music. Endwalker's theme, Radzat Han, Sharlea during day and night, just the general boss themes. Like, that's the one thing I will not complain about for this expansion. Music, good. Like, perfect. It just, I guess to kind of go in a more of a rapid, more concise list is, complaint is story for the main MSQ was okay first time around, but the more I dissected it, the more it's like there's a lot of, fallacies. Post, it felt like shit was too rushed. Nothing was earned. Everything was glossed over quickly. Like, if I'm to give a recent example, if anyone's watched Rise of the Shield Hero Season 2, it kind of felt like that. It felt like they were going over shit so quick. Like, they were just trying to go like, okay, get it up, come on, wrap it up. We're going for, like, all the big demon bads, and now we're fighting Golbez, we slapped his shit, now we fought the big bad dragon, that's done. The 13th will be restored now. Over time, done from the power of friendship. It's like, yeah, that's the point, but to me it felt like could have been better. Raids and trials and all that, they were okay. The last raid tier of the God one was probably the most, like, fiddling. Like, it was really easy. Like, I don't mind a challenge, but it felt like a lot of the mechanics were kind of cheap, in my opinion. I mean, maybe you call me casual or whatever, but to me a lot of them kind of felt cheap, where it was like, hey, here's a quick little thing, and due to the server's netcode, you're fucked, buddy. And the final boss in that raid tier was fucking dog water. Characters, what we had was Zero and all them. Zero was okay as well. Like, she was an okay character. I knew they were gonna make her, you know, the mighty one for the hero of the 13th, and I really wish the power of friendship was a prominent theme in this expansion, because I feel like we should have put down Golbez personally. That's me. And what I can remember of that part is Zero fucking doing melee dash, where she's just sliding and dashing everywhere because my game had a weird fucking interaction. I don't know what did that. I'm not sure I could ever recreate it. That shit was fucking funny. A lot of armor stuff, like leveling up and all, because I usually like another thing to kind of put up there too for an overall score. The raid armor was good, but the leveling up gear was fucking terrible. Like, it was just a rehash. I get it. That was during when COVID was kind of around, but I feel like they really phoned in a lot of shit in Endwalker, the final, like, overall story arc of, you know, the whole, you know, the story they're finishing, pretty much. Now we're starting our new story in Dantale. Like, a lot of it kind of felt meh. Like I said, Pandemonium to me didn't really matter that much, per se. It's just more stuff about them. It's just like, cool. We're never going to see these characters again, more or less. Maybe they will come again in the future, but as it stands, it's like, kind of whatever. You know, we're going back there just to, like, cheat sheet answers, like, how stuff was done. It feels like more like a plot MacGuffin for some shit, in my opinion. I don't know, like, like, to me, if I have to rate the expansions right now, I'd have to say Shadowbringers is still preem. I'm gonna say something controversial. I think Stormblood was actually better. Heavensward is pretty good, and then Endwalker is down there, and then it's base game. Like, Endwalker to me was, like, it wasn't bad. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but it just could have been better. It just felt like a lot of beats weren't as strong. Now that I have, like, time to, like, I've had time to digest everything in the story, talk with people, and all that. Also, I'm totally not padding time for my stream as well. Haha. But I usually do this shit, you know, when I get to, like, the actual end expansion part. I talk over the credits and kind of just go over how I feel about it. Like I said, Endwalker, it was just very okay. It was very mid. I know it sounds like I'm sound like a broken record, but I'm just trying to think if there's anything else, like, I can talk about involving Endwalker that is pertaining to the actual base game and nothing out of external. Because if we want to talk about external shit, holy shit, the community, man. God damn, this community is ripping itself apart. I haven't seen this much, like, inner eating, like, until, like, WoW came out for, like, fucking Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria and Draenor. Like, those, like, actually Draenor was like the expansion where everyone was tearing into each other like fucking rabid dogs. Endwalker is like the same there too. It's just like, god damn. I do know a lot of the, because now I'm seeing the Loports here, it felt like this expansion did focus on more side content instead of base game. Like, the whole crafting, the beast tribes and all that, which I need to do that too at some point. Well, since I got a House of 14, I'm definitely going to be playing more. Yeah, like, that's the kind of the best way I can kind of word it, how I feel about it. It felt like the MSQ was there, is to kind of, like, go for beats, and side content was a lot more fleshed out. Like, if you were a crafter during this expansion, crafter-gatherer, this was the expansion for you, like, hands fucking down. It was like, there was so much stuff for you to do. Along with the beast, oh sorry, not beast tribes, fucking, what are they called now? I know they changed the name of it, but I call them beast tribes. God, is there anything else I could talk about for the expansion? Shit. I feel like I kind of hit like a lot of the base points of how I feel like I want to hit. I mean, if anyone has any questions, I mean, let me know. That's all I can really think about. Just feel like stuff should have been more fleshed out. There's a lot of internal game things I wish they would kind of do better, but that's personal and not pertaining to what the main thing of Endwalker is. I mean, some lore bits were interesting. That's something I could say that's a positive for Endwalker. A lot of lore stuff was interesting, actually. Like, for the most part, the world building was pretty semi-decent. Because I'm a glutton for that kind of thing. But yeah. I think that's all I can really think about. Oh, I did that. Trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, the relic weapons. Relics weapon stuff. I personally don't mind it being easier for that shit because once again, I don't mind there being a little less grind in MMO. I know a lot of that was a lot of discontent for people because there wasn't a proper grind for relic weapon. I still think it being tied to Manderville was a personal poor choice. Because that's a lot of stuff to go through, and I already did it, but I have alts. And if I want to get that on alts, I know that it's a one-person game, one-character game. You don't need to make other characters role player. So, you know, if I want to make other characters viable for earning shit or grinding for, you know, all other stuff, I have to have my characters leveled up to do shit. I hope they don't do that again, because, God, that was painful. I know what I can talk about. What I'm looking forward in Dawntail, Viper. Viper is going to be interesting. I may main Viper, predicting how it plays, because it shares the same armor type as Ninja, and I'll feel right at home with that, actually. Viper's gonna be fun. I hope. That may be my new main class, maybe. I'm curious about the sites of the next expansion. Like, we've seen technically only some bits of it in-game, per se. Female Hrothgar, nice, obviously. Like, speaking of which, there she is! I mean, now that I've seen it, she's fine. Just, I know they said, you know, like, oh, they'll be, you know, her character will be done over with time in the actual game and all that, and it's like, I get it, but it feels like, you know, I get it, she's probably going to be the main focus, that's why they're putting so much spotlight on her, especially with this patch that leads to it. But once again, it felt like they could have done it sooner, and that came down to a time constraint, and apparently, Dawntail's supposed to come out in this summer. It's really fucking soon. Like, really soon. Well, they said, you know, whatever their time in summer, but it's like, it feels like you shouldn't say summer. I think they should honestly shoot for a fall release. Winter. Early winter. Personally, once again. But yeah, now we've seen Female Hrothgar. Pardon me, I'm yapping. And my throat's dry. I'm being a certified fucking yapper right now. Pay me no mind. Or pay me mine, I don't know, whatever comes through. But, yeah. It just feels like I'm looking forward to what next expansion's gonna be. Looking forward to the graphic update for the game, which is heavily needed. I'm gonna have to update my graphics card, obviously, which that'll be fun learning how to do that. I am overall curious to see the direction this game is gonna go. In Dawn Tale. I do hope it is for the better. I hope the story does pick up momentum again, now that we're kind of like done wrapping stuff up for Eorzea mostly. I hope the main bad guy, like, I hope they make him interesting, him or she, or because I think it was a he. I hope that they're compelling as a villain. Because once again, you know, it'd be interesting. And I swear to God, if there's another Power of Friendship arc in Dawn Tale, I'm gonna fucking shit aggressively. I'm gonna eat the entire leftover bowl of chili I got and shit myself with frustration. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I can really talk about. Oh. Aside from being curious how Viper's gonna play the new classes, which I kind of have paid attention to them a little bit. I am okay with the female Hrothgar. Yeah. I just hope, and also with the game graphically improving, I hope it runs better and more optimized for streaming and all that shit. I think I almost ran out of top. Now there's like, it feels like there's something else I need to talk about. I just can't put my finger on it. I do hope that we have compelling raids and all that. I know we've seen the Cyberpunk raid that is coming next expansion. I am curious about that. As people deemed it Emmett's Bitcoin farm. Which I was actually kind of, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. I just hope the game does go in a better direction still. I mean, I can say with the game. I just hope Dawn Tale will be fun. It'll be a nice adventure. With, you know, hopefully our new Hrothgar will be compelling. I also hope that the villain will be compelling. Like, I really, really hope the villain is compelling, because, once again, Endwalker's villains were fucking kind of whatever. Xenos was Xenos, his fight erection, fucking the little goddamn bird that we had to fight, oh boy. I'm so glad we had Low Tier God, but as a giant floating bird head. Except more self-deprecating. Golbez was not intimidating in the slightest. Because it's like, dude, you're just a stepping stone to the next expansion. That's all you're here for. I mean, there was nice, like, you know, nice character interactions with, like, some of the main Silent, but that was about it. Mold, I already talked about Cardinal Mold fucking being whatever. Felt like that should have been the actual side thing. And I can't speak much on the allied beast tribe stuff. Or allied tribes, because I haven't completed it, but I did some of them. They're kind of, you know, fine. Like I said, it's all... It was a very high-low expansion. I think that's the best way to put it. All I can really formulate in this fucking brain I got. Man. I'm fucking upgrade my computer too by that point as well. Because I still would like to stream it. I will say though, I will not make the mistake I made last time when doing Endwalker. Because I did my Endwalker stream. Like, I did it in 3 to 4 days. Because I started my new job, like, that same week, or like a week the following week. And I was trying to get it done. It's like, hey, I need to get this shit done, man. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here forever. God, oh, those fucking 12-hour streams. That fucking broke me. Holy shit, man. Ugh. That was one fuck up a time. But I think we're pretty much at the end of this anyway. I think I've rambled enough. I was enough of a yapper for now. Nope, it's taking a month to load. Hello. I got an accessory. Oh my god. Why are you naked, Hrothgar? Oh wait, we got more. Meanwhile, in Laminsa.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
Damn, they gave him a voice finally.
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
And that explains why he's there. Okay. Meanwhile, no. Okay. Oh, we're having a snapshot of everyone.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Well.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
I guess they have their own reasons for being out there.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Oh?
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
Interesting.
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Now I'm interested in this.
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
So, is there going to be actual competition between the Cyans? If
Aye.
a
This will be a
possible
mission to remember.
leader.
Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
Interesting. Really interesting, actually. See, that has me interested, because now I'm like, are we actually going to have some inner conflict? Stares directly into the camera. You must be wondering why I'm in this situation. Gato. I'm gonna have to eventually change your clothes.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Oh. Hello, Cocktease
The
Emmett.
treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north. The fabled golden cities of the New World.
Anchor down. Go forth, break the horizon, bond the Fred. Tomorrow is unknown. Well then. Now we're at proper end. And everyone is running around there now. You know what? Sure, I'll fucking... Fashion accessory. I have a knapsack. And you know what rhymes with knapsack? Nutsack. Well then. Oh, they also give you a dynamic run too with it. That's cute. That was nice. Also gonna get my ass parked down here then. Get a little screenshot made up. Well, that was fun. But I think I'm gonna probably do stuff off stream. I didn't want to stream today because I probably will not be streaming tomorrow. No, I won't be because I go back into my swing shift. Yay! Fucking hate. Man, that was a really short, like, last patch quest, man. Holy crap. Let's... Ow. Yeah, who can I hit up?